welcome back to my studio and thank you for joining me for another video. All right, so before I get started, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for their awesome comments and support and, all the great feedback regarding the merch. It has been a crazy few days. After I released the video on Friday, the emails have been just pouring in. So thank you to everybody who has placed an order. So just a few things about merch and placing orders and how it's going to work. So, the merch is on it's a pre-order basis kind of thing. So I don't have an abundance of these, like stock just sitting in the basement. They're basically, you order what you want. I put your name on the list on the order form. I send the order form to my merchant, Serena, and then she fulfills the orders, sends them to me, and then I will ship them out to you. So basically you email me, tell me what you want, the tumbler, this, that, whatever, and then you need to tell me the design you want on it. So there were a few emails where I said, I want the tall tumbler, but I need to know what you want. Do you want Sophia's, this is Sophia's design, or do you want the multicolor design? Or there's going to be a third option now of purple design. So this is the purple design that's going to go on the tumbler. It might not be the whole thing, but it's going to be part of this, most likely part of this, because I really like that part. So this is part of the triptych I did, and this one was my favorite of the three. So we'll be using part of that design, and you can choose to put it on the tall tumbler, the wine tumbler. You can put it on the face mask if you want. Also, I had a viewer ask if the face mask had the wire here for the nose part. It does not have the wire part. So you can put the purple design on this too. You could put it on the apron, the pillowcase, all that. So, just let me know what design you want. Just keep in mind, turnaround time is about 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the item you order, if it's in stock. We're still working on t-shirts. We are still working on, what are we working on? We're working on all kinds of things. You wouldn't believe it. So the apron, so check out this apron. This is from my viewer, Linny. She sent this to me and says, it's so pretty. And then she wrote, check it out. So you guys always laugh about how you say about and out and anywho and all that. So she spelled it out. Thank you for the apron, Linny. But anywho, what's cool about this apron is it's 100% PVC, which is so interesting because it's totally waterproof and it's super duper light. It's so much lighter than my current apron that I use, and it's actually very comfortable, which gave Serena and I an idea. So Serena's been sourcing out waterproof type material, and she found a material. I can't remember what it's called though. But anywho, she did find a material, and she's looking into, we're looking into sewing, having them sewed. She's going to sew them herself instead of buying in bulk from like China or I don't know, wherever. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We are working on a waterproof apron for those of you who don't want the polyester, because the paint will seep through or I don't know, whatever. But we are working on a waterproof apron. So once we figure that out, and if it works out and it's good, I will let you guys know. Pillow cases and the covers. So the pillows that are 16 by 16 inch and the 12 by 18 inch rectangular pillow, just so that we're clear, it's the pillow cover that you're getting. There's no pillow insert. It's just the cover that you're getting. And those are on back order. We won't get them till about the end of March, unfortunately. However, you can still pre-order in advance, you pay, and then when it's all ready, I will ship them out to you. So that's basically how it works right now. Yeah, so you basically just email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com, and then you tell me what you want, the design you want. I tell you what your total is, you pay for it. And then I will put that into production. And then, Serena works on this stuff every day. So hopefully turnaround time is not that bad. The other thing I wanted to show you that Serena made for me are these 4-inch little wood rounds. So these are on what's called hardboard, yes. So she made these for me, and I made these cute little ocean coasters. Look at that, how cute is that? So I made this one with purple and pink. And I wanted to see how they would, you know, fare out with resin on them and all that. And they are absolutely perfect. So I have this, which is 4 inches. And then I made this little guy, which is 2.5 inches. And I put a magnet on the back. So now this is a magnet. So this is a super cute magnet. So I'm going to be making some of these and then some coasters out of these. However, I want to know feedback from you guys. Would you be interested in purchasing round blanks like this so that you can do whatever you want on them? You want to make them into coasters, magnets, whatever. So if you are interested, I can get these as part of, not merch, but you can order them from me if you like. That is the thickness of them. I don't know what thickness that is, but they're pretty decent thickness, and I still have to get a cork backing. I'll buy it off Amazon, the adhesive cork backings. But if you're interested in blanks of these, let me know, and if the feedback is good, we'll go ahead, or just shoot me an email and say, hey, Kanella, I want, like, you know, whatever, and we'll discuss, and I'll tell you guys the prices and all that stuff. I think that's it. If I forget anything, I'm sure I'll mention it later on in the video or in the next video or whatever. But again, I cannot thank you guys enough for all your support and for all the orders. Like, it has kept me busy all weekend. All weekend I've been sitting in front of my computer, you know, filling my forms out, the order forms and all that. I'm so stoked. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm super happy with how well it's going. And there will always be new patterns in the future, and there's some new ideas coming up too. So Serena and I have been brainstorming. I'm not going to tell you what those ideas are, but we have some great ideas coming up. So once those are done and we have our prototypes, I will show you. So until then, I'm going to stop talking, and I am going to set myself up and get ready for tonight's pour. And I think that's it. So let's get started. I'm gonna set up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and you may notice, or may not, but it's daytime. After I recorded the intro last night, you know what? You have those days where you just don't feel like it. And I didn't feel like it. I'm just like in a little bit of a rut, and I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like painting, so I didn't. I went back upstairs and hung out with my kids and my husband, and we watched some TV together. But anywho, it's a new day, and I wanted to show you guys the dried result of my experiment with my paint and water only with the primary elements. Now it is dry, the shimmer is gorgeous. However, there are a million pinhole bubbles, spots in it, and I'm so disappointed. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? But you can see it all here. It definitely dries way different than my Floetrol paint and water concoction. The shimmer though is just amazing with the primary elements, and you can tell because look at that, primary elements always bleed through the canvas, always, which is fine. But I'm happy with the way the composition dried. I'm just super bummed, super bummed about all the pinhole bubbles. And that is literally because A, my paint was too thick, and B, I had literally just mixed all those paints right before pouring this on the canvas. So I probably should have waited, you know, let all the air bubbles pop, you know, given it some time, but I didn't. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience for that. However, it is what it is. It's a gorgeous piece. I'm still gonna resin it anyway. It'll still be available for purchase at a discount because I'm not happy with all the pinhole little pinholes in it. It's very smooth though. I'll give you that. You know, my regular Dutch pours, when they dry, they're not, it almost feels like a vinyl layer on top, which is kind of nice. But you know, like I said, once this gets resined, I'm sure it'll be beautiful, minus the pinholes in it. And you know what, when you put it up on the wall, maybe you won't see it. So it is going to be available for purchase at a discount, as I mentioned, because I'm not 100% happy with it. So if anyone is interested in that, you can email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com. Okay, the colors I'm using today are Iridescent Orange Yellow by Pebeo Studio Acrylics. Then I have a new color I've never used from my new Amsterdam haul. This is Venetian Rose by Amsterdam. Then I have 24 Karat Gold by DecoArt. Another new color I have never used, Naples Yellow by Amsterdam. Then we have some Copper by Loft. I'm going to try my Pearl Violet by Amsterdam, and topping it off, Quinacridone Magenta by Golden. So we are going to start with kind of like a half circle shape, and then you blow it out. So let's see, trying to figure out like center lines here. So if that's going to be there, then I should stop pretty much about here, I would say. Something like that. It's not even like a perfect, there we go. Now you're going to need, I'm assuming you're going to need quite a bit of paint here, because you want to be able to blow it out as far as possible. I'm going to get a new paper towel. I hate black. I hate working with black. Okay. And now let's do the Venetian Rose. It's almost kind of like you're laying it down like a rainbow. All right. And now we shall do the 24 karat, which I'm going to kind of intertwine. There we go with that. And now let's do some Naples Yellow. Yeah, there's a lot of paint, but like I said, you want to try and make it blow all the way to the end, right? And now let's do our Copper. That I'm just going to mix in between. I've never done this before, so this should be interesting to see how, kind of getting my drips out here, Kanella. Get yourself together. All right, now let's do the Pearl Violet. And this is going to be the showstopper. This Quinacridone is the one that's going to be the pretty color. So this one, we want to make sure. I'm just messing around. It is what it is, right? All right, so let's torch these air bubbles. Okay, so I think I'm going to start here and work my way out. And let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so I'm not overly pleased with this. I really wanted a lot more of the Quinacridone to be in here. And this is like a solid orange line of orange. So, although the cells here are gorgeous, but I'm not happy. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit, and then if it really doesn't work out, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm just gonna scrape it. But let's play first. Okay, I like this better now. It's kind of broken it up, but it's still a lot of orange. And so I have enough black paint to do it again if I really need to. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with, here. I really wanted to see a lot more of the Quinacridone in here. Okay, so I literally sat here for like 5 minutes and I haven't touched anything. I didn't do anything to it. So what I think I'm going to try is I'm going to do a few strips of paint here and blow it out a little further and see what happens. And if it doesn't turn out, then I'm scraping it. So I figured let me try and salvage it before I just totally scrape it off, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, that's gorgeous. Now I just need to figure out how on earth to fix this. Wow. Okay. Do I blow it in? Should I? I don't know. Is that gonna just screw everything up? I don't know. Let's see. I shouldn't do that. Now I just made it muddy. Why did I do that? Shoot. Yeah. I'm not happy now. Can I like be sad now? This painting is gonna make me work for it. It really is. I'm so happy with this. Like it's so pretty now. And now this is just, bleh. I'm so, well, I'm mad. I'm mad. And now when I'm mad, I'm just gonna you know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a long video at this pace. I can't. This here, makes me so mad. I'm so irritated right now. Yep, I just did that. There's no point in salvaging this. Like, even that's so pretty up here. I don't even know why why I bother. Nope, forget it. Because you know why? If I leave it and then I waste more paint laying it down and then it just doesn't work out, then I'm just wasting even more paint again. So I'm so disappointed. But you know what? You guys get to share in my disappointment with me. I'm not gonna edit this stuff out of the video and just pretend like I poured an excellent piece right off the bat and you know it was perfect, because that's a lie and it's not perfect and it didn't work out and I'm gonna have to do it again. Let's try this again. So the colors are pretty, gorgeous, and I'm so happy with this now. Only problem is I could not get to the other end, or at least even close. I wanted to at least be about here. So I'm disappointed in that. So now I might just, first of all, fix that. This is really pretty though. I'm happy with this. Very, very happy with that. But now there's a lot of black negative space here and I'm not happy with that. Maybe I should just leave it because it's minimalistic. You know, minimal. Maybe I shouldn't put anything on the ends. Maybe I'll just try and blow these petals a little bit out. And I'm gonna take a little break because I'm feeling a little woozy. Oh man. Okay, so I am going to put you guys on pause. I'm actually not gonna touch this. I think maybe leaving the negative space, and when you hang it vertically, not this horizontally, vertically, it's gonna look pretty. So I'm gonna fidget with it a little bit, but I'm gonna do it off camera because honestly, guys, this is probably gonna be like a 30+ minute video. So I will be right back. Yep, I did it. You know what? It just wasn't for me. I couldn't do it. Couldn't be happy with it. So I scraped. Luckily, I only needed to scrape the bottom half. So I did that. And you know what? I'm gonna do what I do best, which is a regular flipping Dutch pour. I'm going to use the same colors, but I'm just going to do my design that I know best to do. So that is what I'm going to do. And you know what? I'm going to run out of paint in a second here. So this is the last shot. If this doesn't work out, then I'm going to scrape the canvas, let it dry off, clean up my paints, and get out of the studio because I'm obviously not meant to be down here. So I'm just going to do my regular Dutch pour. I think I kind of changed the order of my paints a little bit too. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I'm done. You know, sometimes when you're good at something, you should just stick to it. And then if you're feeling daring and you want to try something new, go ahead, try it. Which is what I did, and it didn't work for me, okay? And I am the type of person that gets defeated, deflated when something doesn't work out, and I get really bummed about it, and then I'm not happy. So that's just me though, right? Everybody's different, and I get that. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna scrape all this up, and I'm gonna put it in a cup. And it's probably going to end up being really black, almost black, but there's going to be a lot of shimmer in it because there's all this metallic and stuff into it. So I'm going to scrape it up and try and use it in a future pour because I'm sure it'll make for a nice background. All right, let's go back to the basics here. And I'm going to start with blowing out over here, and let's hope we get a nice pretty design this way. You see, sometimes you just have to listen to your gut and just do what you gotta do. Now, this is gorgeous, okay? The colors are gorgeous. My only issue with this is I did not blow this out the same way I blew this out. So you see how I have a fan here, a fan here, a fan here, and a fan here, and then this one all of a sudden just goes straight down. However, look at the cells on this side. This is insane, the cells that are over here. and very minimalistic cells over here. So that is very interesting. And you know what? I'm just gonna blow a little bit here because I want to push the Quinacridone out a little bit. Okay, I'm done. I'm not touching it. I'm so done. I'm so finished. I'm not touching any more of this. And I am going to bring you guys down for a close-up once and for all. Be right back. All right, guys. So here we go. And you know, I'm looking at this and I cannot tell you how happy I am with this. And you know that saying, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again? Well, try and try and try and keep trying until you succeed, okay? Because I'm telling you, eventually you'll get it. Eventually you will. You know, the composition in the first one didn't work out for me. Didn't work out the second time around. I did what I do best, which is my lines, and I blew it out, and I could not be happier with this color combination and the way this blew out. And I'm telling you, the cells in here are just ridiculous. But before I get to that, I'm going to scrape my drips. I cleaned up all my sides because there were parts on the side where there was color showing because that's where it had blown out before. So you got to make sure you clean all that off, get rid of the paint color, and, you know, put your base all the way around. And look at this. Check out this big stick here. This is a new stir stick. Thank you, Beverly, for the massive bamboo skewer sticks. This is great. So I'm going to scrape my drips here like so. Did I just put my sleeve in my paint? Probably. All right. So don't forget to scrape your dips. Super duper important. Do it all the way around. This is a great stick. Thanks, Beverly. This is awesome. All right, let's get to the close-up. Now, sorry for the glare there. That's my studio light, but I will turn them off in a minute. But I'm just so, it's so crazy to see the cells that came out of this because of how I blew it out. I really love that cluster there as well. And the shimmer in this, because a lot of the paints that I used were all shimmer or iridescent or metallics, with the exception of the Quinacridone Magenta and the Venetian Rose, which, by the way, is going to be one of my new favorite colors. Look how beautiful that color is. Now let me turn off the lights and see what kind of shimmer we get, even though it's daytime right now. All right, everybody. So I've got my flash on. I've got the ring light on. And you can actually see the shimmer. Wowzers. Holy cow, look at that. That is pretty. So I know this is gonna dry well. Well, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't jinx myself. I think I've had enough of a mess today to last me a couple of weeks. But anywho, I love that cluster. That's like one of my favorites right there. So I'm so happy I stuck with my gut, and I like that part too. I'm so happy I stuck with my gut and I decided to scrape it because I wasn't happy with the composition and all that black negative space. And you know what? I'm so happy with this piece now. I am super happy with this. So if anyone is interested in this piece, you know what to do. You can email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com. Look at that. It's so pretty now. I'm so happy with this now. Like, I needed this right now. I needed something happy to end this with. So there you have it. Let me just turn the flashes off. Be right back. All right, guys. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about about this in the comments below. I am going to scrape this up and try and salvage as much of it as I can, because I really do think there's going to be some really pretty shimmer in the black paint. Like, I mean, it's going to turn black. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I know it's going to be black, but it'll be a nice black base, which will have some pretty shimmer in there. And I think I'm going to do, I'm going to mix some paint. So the other day I got my second haul of Amsterdam paints in the mail, and unfortunately a few of them were cracked big time. Big mess to clean up, but that's okay. The company is going to be sending me some new jars for the cracked ones. But I now have like a bunch of purples and blues and, you know, all my colors. And there's like another yellow one that was cracked, and like there was, I think a couple of them were cracked. But anyways, here's my Winsor & Newton, and then some more of the Amsterdam. And I made a mistake in one of my previous videos where I had told you guys I got rid of all the paints that were on clearance that my mom got for me. I must have said DecoArt in the video. What I meant to say was Art Mines. I got rid of all of them. I took them all back to Michael's. I love my DecoArt. I will never get rid of my DecoArt. And you can see I have quite the stash of 24 karat gold now. So thank you to Beverly, who also sent me those 24 karat gold bottles. And a soft gold too, which I'd like to try at some point. So thank you so much, Beverly. But yeah, this is my Amsterdam stash and a few Winsor & Newton. So I'm going to be spending some time today mixing some new paints and getting them into my new Loli Veffy squeeze bottles. And I look forward to trying all these beautiful new colors, which is what I was doing here, obviously. Getting my Venetian rose and my Naples yellow ready for today's pour. So that's it. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you for sticking with me this long. I really do hope you like this piece. It is available if you're interested. And I'm going to just go and take a break. So that's it for now from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want any merch, just email me and let me know. You guys are the best. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.